me some ice. Skin me a peach and save the fuzz for my pillow. Poach me a prawns, talk to me nice. You got to wine and dine me. I'm getting hungry. Peel me a grape.
I'm Laura Bonicelli, owner of Sold by Bonicelli, a fresh meal delivery service serving the Twin Cities area. My recipes always feature fresh and local ingredients, and my favorite place to start shopping, the Minneapolis Farmers Market. These are Shiryan's tables at the market. They're overflowing with many varieties of gorgeous greens. Shir and his family have a 10-acre farm in Wisconsin, and while it isn't their primary source of income, you can tell they are dedicated. Well, tell me a little bit about what you have here.
Today, my special is spinach. Very, very good. I also have arugula, baby cilantro, and gilby, and of course the sweet onions right there.
Is that fenugreek, I see?
Yes, it's fenugreek.
Okay. Well, I'm in the market for some spinach, and I need about 2.5 pounds.
Okay, you can speak.
Okay, so how much do you think for 2.5 pounds?
Don't you think? Yeah. Definitely. This?
Okay, let's get around this. There you go. Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it. So what we're making today is spinach sauteed with pine nuts and raisins, and a secret ingredient is orange. So I'm going to start by taking a half a cup of raisins and soaking them for 10 to 15 minutes in some Grand Marnier. Just enough to cover them. Like that. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is take my spinach. This is about 2.5 pounds, I'd say, roughly, and cut the ends off, get them into a bowl, and what I'm going to do is fill my sink full of cold water, and I'm just going to soak these in that, and all of the dirt will fall to the bottom of the sink. Just about got it here. Perfect, and these ends can go right in my compost pile. Okay, to the sink. I've got my washed spinach back there in the basket of a pasta pot steaming. And one of the things that Shir told me this morning, which I thought was really good advice, is people overcook spinach, and you don't need to do that. You can retain some of the water and not squeeze it, especially with a recipe like this, where we're just going to lightly saute it at the end. So anyway, I am going to cut up a couple of cloves of garlic. Thankfully that did not go flying across the room. Sometimes they do. And these are the rest of my ingredients. You can see I have an orange, which I'm going to zest at the end, and a half a cup of pine nuts. There we go. Get the skins off. And I'm going to show you a little trick for chopping garlic once you get it to this point. And I always smash it with the side of my knife like that, because that just gets you further down towards the mincing process and gets the skin off at the same time. But if you take a little bit of salt, just a smidge, and put it on top like that, it sticks less to the blade of the knife and to you, which is great. Okay, so get that nice and chopped, nice mince, like so. All right, then we're gonna saute this all together in a little olive oil. I'm gonna drain my raisins like that, and heat some olive oil and saute all of this with the garlic together. Okay. A tablespoon of olive oil, and my garlic is already in. Here are my pine nuts and my raisins, and this is going to go really quick. This goes for about a minute. And I took my spinach and just laid it out on some paper towels to drain. I did not squeeze it or anything like that. Still going to be nice and plump. You can see how the color is coming up. Nice golden brown in the pine nuts. And now in goes the spinach. And I'm going to turn off the heat. We're really not trying to cook this anymore. Mix that up. Then a little salt remembering that we did put some salt in the garlic when we chopped it, so we'll be careful with this. I'll give it a taste before I add any more. And then pepper. Okay, great. I'm going to stir this up, taste it, adjust the seasonings if necessary, and then we'll plate. I absolutely love the smell of garlic and pine nuts sauteing together. This is just so good. Anyway, I think I'm going to put this on my solo menu this week for delivery, and I'm going to pair it with a pistachio encrusted chicken. So let's get this plated. What an absolutely gorgeous green this is. Oh, look, it's still nice and plump spinach, just gorgeous. Get a little bit of the extra pine nuts on top, like that. Now, set that there. What's really going to make this beautiful is this little bit of orange color. Isn't that great? And it'll really accent the Grand Marnier soaked raisins. So pretty. Beautiful. If you want this recipe and more, go to solobybonicelli.com and click on the blog button. Thanks, Minneapolis Farmers Market and Park Boutique for the wardrobe. Bon appetit, though.